This is a code sample out of my library for if, elif, and else statements, and normally, yeah, that's not very exciting. But I've got a couple things in here to help me jog my memory. So the first thing we're going to do is point out that it does not work in Python 2. We're just going to input an integer and say if true. You may want to do this, but it reminds me that I can do it. So if the input integer modulo 4 is not equal to 0 and the input integer is greater than or equal to 2, then it's either prime or not prime. Okay, so this is a standard if-else statement. But what's more interesting is down here. Python does not have a case statement. Even BASIC has a case statement, but Python does not have a case statement. So this is my own construct for a case statement, and so that I don't have to reinvent the wheel every time, I keep this little bit of code in a file so that I can come over here and cut and paste and change the variables as I need to. So it works rather simply. We're going to input a character, and if the input is not equal to 1, so this is only set up to handle one character at a time. If it's more than 1 or less than 1, it's going to print an invalid input message and stop. Else, if the input is in the set lowercase a, e, I, o, u, and y, so it's a lowercase vowel, then it'll print this message. If not, it'll come down here, check to see if it's in the set capital A, E, I, O, U, y, and if so, it'll print an appropriate message. If not, it will fall through here and do this elif. Now this ORD returns the ASCII value of whatever character this is. So I'm going to check to see if this ASCII value is in the range of the ORD, the ASCII value of A through the ASCII value of Z, and I have to add 1 to that to offset for the fact that it begins with 0. So it will check to see, it turns this into a number, and it checks against the number for that and the number for that. So range will work in this case. Otherwise, you can't use range with text. And likewise here, it will check to see if it's in the capital A through Z range. The next one is to check to see if it's in the range from 0 to 9. And again, I use ORD because I don't know what the input's going to be. I don't know if the input is going to be a 1 or a 0, an A, B, C, or some special character. If it's a special character and I do not do this, and it will try to check like 0 to 9, not in quotes and not ORD, it will blow up. So I need to do it this way. Okay, and if it's not that, it will fall through and it's a special character. So let's run this. Push the F5. The first thing we'll just put in a 1, and input is 1. 1 is not a prime number, and there we are. So it did this up here. So we've come to here. Now it's asking for our case statement. Let's put in an @ sign. Not there. Let's put in an @ sign. And @ is a special. So it came over here to check to see if it was 1 character long. It is. It is not in the A, E, I, O, U lowercase, uppercase. It is not A through Z, upper or lowercase. It's not a number, and so it fell through. And so it worked just as a case statement would. Okay, well that was it for if, else, and elif statements with Python. Hope you find this useful in your Raspberry Pi programming.